What? Here's a fluffy sausage. Here's a fluffy sausage. There's a rolling bulldog. There's a little Lulu. So I'd be lying if I said this wasn't the hardest week yet. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it sucked. Guys, I'm Jace. This is my dog Loki. Bonnie's off shot. Alfred is boarding with me. So is the beautiful Reggie, who's just off shot there. And Lulu just here. This is part 12 of a 104-part series of me attempting to move from the UK to France in 2 years, putting away £300,000 to purchase property outright to create a paradise for homeless dogs in the hope to help rehabilitate them and find them beautiful forever homes. And those that can't be found forever homes, keep them at the sanctuary and give them the best life possible. So every single Friday at 6 o'clock, I release a video discussing what has gone on during the week. And this week, it all feels like it's been a very hard uphill battle is the best way to describe it. The first thing that happened is last week I announced I was opening a new business and I had 2 people involved in it, one for sales, one for fulfillment, and I was there for the infrastructure setup and oversight of the business, having done something similar in the past. Having informed the head of sales that he would need to earn his seat at the table before he could buy equity inside of the business, having had no prior business experience and he hasn't been in a sales job for a while, I thought that was a very fair introduction into owning 40% of a business that could be huge. He, on the other hand, thought that was a bit too much of an ask and has therefore decided not to come into the venture. So it feels like just a much bigger ask from myself with everything else that's going on. Not only the doggy boarding and daycare with these beautiful hounds, there's all the cleaning and legislation that goes inside of it, things that I have to tick off each and every single week. There's the general cleaning and maintenance of the house. There is upkeep of vehicles, etc. It just feels like a lot. I'm not giving up the YouTube channel as well on top of it. There's just so much going on all the time. I'm also being asked to take on certain difficult cases with dog training and walking that without my help would end up being rehomed or going back to shelters, which is a really tough emotional tug of war I'm almost going through with all the time where I need to set enough time aside for me and my health because I haven't even been to the gym for 10 days right now. But I also need to pour myself into this dream, this goal. And I know that as much experience as I can get is going to be super important for moving over to France. Something else that happened this week, which I feel like I report something back to you guys and it just flips itself on its head within the space of 7 days. I reported back that the dog dad wagon was doing really well. I actually finished the interior of it just at the start of the week. And then I started up the van and started pouring white smoke out. And it turns out underneath it's pouring diesel out from the high pressure fuel pump. Luckily, it's only 2 weeks since I bought the van and the dealership has been nice enough to say they will fix that. But it's just another thing to deal with. Right now, I've got to go and jet wash the whole outside of the garden and clean up the swimming pool because I'm due an inspection for the doggy daycare soon. There's just so much going on and I don't want to sound like I'm moaning. It's just a lot. I don't have many friends. I don't really connect very well with other human beings and find it very difficult to find a connection with them, which is why I think I work in the canine industry because I bond and connect with dogs much, much quicker. And it just feels like a lot right now is the best way I can describe it. I'm just struggling, not in a dark or bad place. I just know I'm taking on a lot and there's a few things that I need to do to serve me and fill my cup up first. For example, making sure I get to the gym, which has been a poignant part of my life for a very long time. I used to do competitive decathlon, competitive bodybuilding. And so I've always been in the gym since about 14 years old, for the last 20 odd years now. And it's a really important part of how I balance my mental health, keep my body in shape, to keep asking for more from it all the time. On a more positive note, next week I will be able to release the name of the new business, what it entails, what I'm doing. Uniform is arriving as we speak. decals for the van. Company name is being registered officially with Companies House here in the UK. I registered with an accountancy firm. I've got accountancy software set up. The website is being built by myself at this moment in time, something else I took on, but it's all coming together, which is a really nice feeling. It's just a lot of work for someone to do on their own, but I've been through this process several times, so I know I just need to execute, not overthink, and just go. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for your support on this channel, because it really does mean a lot to me. It means that I feel like I'm pushing in the right direction by recording this process as well, with any likes, comments, and any subscriptions that come to this from these videos. So thank you once again. So let's head on over to the whiteboard now and see what financial progress has been made this week.
Okay, so there is absolutely no way to sugarcoat the financials this week. So here comes the whiteboard, and I'm going to give it you brutally and honestly, and that is not very pleasant outcome this week. But that's the way the market turns, and when you make investments, they can go up, they can go down, they can go sideways, and unfortunately they've gone down this week. So let's discuss that. The first subcategory is fiat money. Now I class fiat money as anything that's electronically banked in cash, a cash ISA, or a cash stocks and shares ISA at this moment in time. The sum total last week was £15,900, and I've managed to put £180 away this week. And despite making quite a financial investment into a new vehicle and the other business venture that I'm trying to get up and running right now, I still managed to put £180 away, which I know is not even close. It's barely a tenth of what I should be putting away right now, but it still brings the total up slightly in the fiat category to £16,080. Now, the second subcategory is my collectible Pokemon cards set. I have sets, I have graded cards, and they never really fluctuate that much. I erred on the side of caution with valuation for these, so on the lower side of it, it's £2,000. The next subcategory, which I've been saying is ever so volatile, and it's like Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. I'm beginning to hate it. I've been inside the cryptocurrency industry for about just over 4 years, 4.5 years now, and I got to admit, it's one of the worst financial investments I've made to date at this current moment in time. I'm not going to talk about the money I've put into it. I'm just going to talk about how I have to register a major loss this week, because I'm being truthful, and I said I would only register major losses, not minor fluctuations in the market. So I had to reduce the total down to £15,000, which is really not good. But it's the truth. I can't make up numbers, hide the truth, hide the balance. It is what it is, and I need to work with that. So I'm getting further away from my goal, which, alongside everything else sucks. And maybe this is the test. This is the challenge. Do you really want what you say you want? So that brings our total down, not up this week, to £33,080. So I'd have been better off starting and stopping the journey immediately when I started 12 weeks ago and putting a halt on it all. And then I'd have been about, I think, £10,000 nearly better off.
Finally, I just want to say thank you so much for you supporting this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you that takes the time to watch these videos, especially the end. If you haven't watched any of the ends yet, there's always some funny moments with me and the pups. Whether I'm giving them the kissies, they're doing some quirky things that they do. There's always something that goes on at the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you next Friday at 6 o'clock. Stay awesome. I don't know when that happened. Hello, you want to get the kisses? Oh, they get the kisses. What about you, Reg? What's over there? Huh? What? What? There's a fluffy sausage. There's a fluffy sausage. There's a rolling bulldog. There's a little Lulu.